Okay, here's a theater review of Central City Opera's production of Kiss Me Kate that runs through August 5th. And here it is, titled Central City Serves Up a Memorable Kiss Me Kate. There's nothing quite like a Cole Porter musical to get your toes tapping. The musical Anything Goes immediately comes to mind when thinking of Cole Porter's voluminous songbook, delivering the same melodious punch, but perhaps not as well known as Kiss Me Kate, the musical version of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, currently bringing audiences to their feet at Central City Opera. Sandwiched between two operas, also with a Shakespearean theme, Central City Opera has mounted Kiss Me Kate, directed by Ken Kazan, with a truly jubilant production. With music and lyrics by Porter and book by Sam and Billa Spewak, everything works from the first note to the last. The story is rather simple. There's the Pickering couple, egotistical Fred Graham, played by Jonathan Hayes, and his ex-wife, Lily Vanessy, played by Emily Brockway, now a big-time movie star, being brought together to perform for their adoring public a stage production of The Taming of the Shrew. Fred also happens to be the producer, director, and star of the show, which only makes Lily even more miserable. Lois Lane, Lauren Gemelli, and Bill Calhoun, Jeffrey Scott Peterson, are secondary players in the company and happen to be madly in love. As we find out, Bill has a bit of a gambling problem, and to save his own skin, he's known to sign others' names to an IOU. In come the gangsters, Adelmo Guidarelli and Isaiah Feckin, looking for the signatory of Bill's most recent IOU, which happens to have the signature of none other than his boss, Fred Graham, on it. As expected, mayhem ensues. Not only is there a play to put on, but Fred has gangsters breathing down his neck, and eventually Lily's neck as well. Thankfully, there's a happy ending, albeit somewhat controversial by today's standards, when the starring couple irons out their differences and wed again. Leading the production are Hayes and Brockway as Fred Graham and Lily Vanessy, a perfectly mismatched couple, the likes we haven't seen since the movie The War of the Roses. Hayes is appropriately arrogant, and Brockway is the supreme diva we have come to expect from a star performer. Of course, since the production is at Central City Opera, both perform extraordinary vocals, singing such favorites Porter songs as I Hate Men, Where is the Life That Late I Led, So in Love, and I Am Ashamed That Women Are So Simple. As Lois Lane, Gemelli nearly stops the show with her rendition of Always True to You in My Fashion, while the gangsters, Guidarelli and Feckin, bring down the house with their swan song, Brush Up Your Shakespeare. And I cannot fail to mention the marvelous chorus with such memorable tunes as Another Opening, Another Show, and Too Darn Hot. Kazan has directed Kiss Me Kate affectionately with its memorable music and hysterical book in mind. Indeed, laughs abound almost non-stop for nearly 3 hours. Kazan, having been at the helm for many recent Central City Opera Broadway musical performances, has delivered yet another winner with this one. It's a colorful production with sets designed by Matthew S. Crane and original costumes by Jeff Mashey. Both provide eye-appealing elements to the play as well as the play within a play. Kiss Me Kate is a classic Broadway musical and one that has been lovingly revived by Central City Opera during its 2023 festival season featuring the works of William Shakespeare. Audiences will not be disappointed.